Coming up, we'll visit a veal farm and tell you how veal fits into the Beef Checkoff program. We'll talk about the importance of dairy to the Beef Checkoff and provide details about 2023 Checkoff funding decisions made by the Beef Promotion Operating Committee. The Drive-In 5 starts now. The Drive-In 5 is a roundup of stories that show some of the ways your Checkoff dollars are working to drive demand for beef. Let's get started. U.S. veal production, though small, is a contributor to the Beef Checkoff program. Veal calves are raised indoors on about 400 farms, mostly in the Midwest.
Today's modern veal barns, we have group housing, which means 5 or 6 calves in a pen, plenty of room for them to turn around, lay down, have their privacy, and get up and interact and socialize with other calves. The flooring we use is called comfort flooring, so it's very good for animals and keeps them very clean. All our farmers are family farms, and they all are certified with the Veal Quality Assurance Program.
Veal calves are milk-fed, but also receive grain as part of their diet, and are raised to a market weight of about 500 pounds. Last summer, producer leaders of the Cattlemen's Beef Board visited an Indiana veal farm to learn more.
We toured a couple of veal farms. We actually toured a starter barn and then toured a finished barn. And I was very impressed with the cleanliness I found there, the professionalism, the health care they gave their animal, and especially the diet that they had them on and how closely they monitored that diet.
Just like beef, veal is a nutrient-rich food, and it's popular with chefs. Veal producers pay into the Beef Checkoff to fund programs that assure veal quality, educate influencers about modern veal farming, and promote veal to consumers.
Veal fits into the Beef Checkoff program just like any other beef animal would. They pay $1 anytime that animal's sold, so that dollar goes into our budget and they're a part of it just like any other beef animal would be.
In the veal program, calves are sold twice. Once we buy from the dairy farm and provide $1 checkoff for that, and then when we sell to the processor, there's another $1 taken out for that. So for each veal calf that goes through the system, there's $2 of checkoff provided. But we like that. We like the promotion that they do for us, and those programs really help us to educate the public about our operations.
Just as veal producers are represented within the Beef Checkoff program, dairy producers are as well. In fact, there are currently 12 dairy producers serving on the Cattlemen's Beef Board, reflecting the role of dairy cattle in the beef supply.
Dairy producers are beef producers too, because the cows do enter the beef supply at the end of their milk production careers. And so I think most dairy farmers realize that. They may not think about it every day, but when we take our calves to auction and the cows to auction, we really do put on that hat for that day, thinking, yeah, I'm a beef producer too.
Each year, more than 20% of the U.S. beef supply comes from dairy breeds. And a trend now is for dairy producers to crossbreed some of their cows with beef genetics.
Breeding your dairy animals to beef bulls is kind of a new thing in recent years. Because our cows live longer, we need less replacement animals to enter our herd. We looked at our profit centers and we decided we don't need so many heifers to come in to become cows. So we're just selling those calves a lot earlier, saving the costs. And I would say that for beef farmers, when they buy an animal that's beef by dairy, they can gain more efficiently because they have the beef genetics to do so, which is what beef breeds do.
The beef-dairy cross has not changed the number of dairy animals going into the beef supply. Instead, it's worked to improve quality, giving dairy producers a higher return for those calves and giving consumers more beef that grades choice or prime. In early September, Katie Cooper was among the producers serving on the Beef Promotion Operating Committee. Made up of 10 producers from the Beef Board and 10 from the Federation of State Beef Councils, the Operating Committee heard proposals from checkoff contractors and voted to determine where checkoff dollars will be best spent in the coming year.
Each contractor looks at the long-range plan and the specific needs that the industry is asking for, and they come to us with proposals to cover those areas, and they take it very seriously in addressing the industry's needs, and I think they're doing a good job coming with projects to us.
This whole decision-making process for these programs that are checkoff funded really is producer-led, so they're looking at what's going to have the biggest impact for the industry, what's going to help build that demand for beef, and how is that going to put beef center of plate versus other proteins that are out there.
In fiscal 2023, the Cattlemen's Beef Board will invest a total of about $38.5 million into programs of beef promotion, research, consumer information, industry information, foreign marketing, and producer communications.
Every person that's on this Beef Promotion Operating Committee is committed to making sure that the dollars invested are invested in the ways that they believe truly is the wisest investment to help promote beef.
That's it for this edition of the Drive-In 5. If you have questions about the Cattlemen's Beef Board and how your checkoff dollars are invested, visit the website drivingdemandforbeef.com.